Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Amanda and today we are here with a very exciting video because this is a tag and it's the colouring book confessions tag by Shel's colouring journey over on YouTube, and I was tagged by Colouring Bumblebee, so thank you for the tag. I tag everybody. I think by now everybody's probably been tagged. If there's people that I haven't seen tagged, then I'll tag them in the description below. But yeah, there's a bunch of people that are doing it. I'll put in the, you know what? I'll put in the description below who I know is doing it so far. Anyway, so let's just get into the questions because there's 21 of them. Apparently it takes a while, so let's get on with it, shall we? Yay. Okay, so the first question is the oldest book in your collection. Now, if you don't know, I actually quit. I quit and in 2017, and I got rid of 50 books. And these were the only 2 books that I kept. This isn't even the book that I kept. Hold on. What the heck? Hold on. This is the book that I kept. It's the French version of Mythomorphia and Ayahuasca? Jungle Visions by Alexander George Ward. This was sent to me and this was, obviously I bought it and started colouring in it. So the first one that I'm going to show you is Jungle Visions. Sorry, I do not know how to pronounce the first name here, but it was by Alexander George Ward and he himself sent it to me and he signed it here. Dear Amanda, I hope you enjoy my colouring book. Best wishes, Alexander George Ward. And he dated it the 1st of April 2017. So that's when I got this book. I don't know when this one was published. Just says 2017, so it doesn't even say what month it was printed. March, I think. So this is actually my oldest one, but I'm going to show you this one anyway because I have 2 books that are the oldest and I haven't really coloured much in it at all. To be honest, I marked off a bunch of pages. It's a beautiful book, but it's perforated and it's not my style. I'm guessing this is a self-portrait. There's even a colour protector page. That's cute. I don't know if he's still around. I'm gonna have to check because this was ages ago. So there's like a little blurb on this side and then the colouring page on this side, and the artwork is crazy. I haven't seen this book online. The paper's quite bad. It's Amazon printed paper, but coloured pencils work well with it. I'm guessing that you could do markers as well. But yeah, I kept this and I didn't colour in it much at all. I think I have, if this is still available, I'll put it in the description below. I have a few. I think these were just polychromos pencils or something. This kind of looks like Prismacolor though. Sorry if you hear noises in the background. I coloured this. This looks like Luminance or Prismacolor. Yeah, I wasn't really keen on the style at the time and I'm still really not that keen on this style. It's a bit too intricate for me. There's loads and loads of detail. It's a beautiful book, don't get me wrong, but it's very detailed and the actual subject matter itself is quite spiritual. But yeah, it's quite spiritual, it's quite different, but it is a lovely book. So if this is still available, actually, let me just check. This is available on Amazon. I'll put it in the description below if you want it. It will be in an affiliate link just for funsies. Why not? Oh, it's got other things in here. It's beautiful. If you like this sort of style and you fancy it, then I'll put it in the description below for you. But that is my oldest book in my collection. And then really, this is actually my oldest book in my collection. You're gonna see this book again in here, but I'm just gonna flip through it real quick, maybe so that you can see it would be good. I have a lot of work in progress in here. I have a new book to finish, but this is my first edition when I started colouring in 2017, and I decided to get a new book because it was in a bundle, so it was cheap and I love it. This is my favourite book, but there's so many pages that I want to redo, like this one. I want to redo it and just finish off, but I don't know what I was using at the time, so I can't exactly just pick up where I left off with a lot of the pages, so I thought a new one would be the better idea. This is soft pastel, went wrong. Yeah, there's just a lot of work in progress, not finished pages, and yeah, I like the paper. Paper's nice. I don't know if it's any different from the English version. I think it's very similar, but yes, there are some pages on here that I would probably do a little bit differently than I did before. This is from 2017, and now I have the English version ready to go. This doesn't have the fold out on it, and the printouts are a little bit darker, I think. A lot of the things seem more cut off than the French version, but I don't think it actually is. I just didn't notice it on this version before. Like on here, it is, see? Yeah, it is. It's actually more cut off, so you can actually see the butterfly on this one, whereas the butterfly is slightly cut off on this version here. So yeah, these English versions aren't the best, but anyway, that is the French version. I like the way this feels because I've worked in it so much. The next question is the newest book that you have bought, and that would be Serendipity, although I did buy a bunch of books at the same time. So this is my very first RJ Hampson book. I got the hardcover. I've showed this in a few of my other videos. I'll just quickly flip through it. I'm really excited to start colouring in it. It's obviously untouched because I just got it not long ago, and I really do want to colour in it very soon. I think I need a buddy for it though. But if not, I'll just colour a page that I like. Maybe this, because it's quite winter themed. It's called Winter Joy. His new book comes out. I think it's out now. It was the 11th. Yeah, so it's the 12th. It came out yesterday. So I think I might get that as well. But this is the newest book in my collection. The next question is the most colourful page you have completed, and I'm going to say that that is Colour the Special, this one. Rita Berman's special adventure page that she gave away for free in celebration of her new book. And I just used pastels, but this is the most colour I've ever used on a page, and it's super exciting. I love it. And then the next question is the most relaxing book to colour in, and I have two because I can't help myself, but this is one of them. It's the Matchstick Mouse, an autumn colouring book. In fact, any book by Morgan O'Brien is really relaxing to colour in. I've coloured a few pages in here. I won't get them out, but I've recently joined a group where we do seasonal pages, which is fun. So obviously this autumn one after this month will go on the shelf, and then we will start doing the non-autumn ones, the winter ones. That's it. This is the only other page that I've coloured in this one. And then we've got Rainy Day on the back, which is also really relaxing. Like I said, any Morgan O'Brien thing would be good. This is this month's page. So unfortunately, only gonna be colouring in 2 pages in this book until it goes back on the shelf, but this is the page as well from October. Love that duck page. Yeah, these are really cute, really quick, simple, easy books to colour in, and I love it. I especially like the Rainy Day art style. The line art is way better than this. It's so thick. I don't understand why it's so thin and thick. Anyway, I just stuck the land Der Kleinen Abenteur in there because I thought that was a good idea. I think this also answers what book I would recommend to beginners, and this is definitely one of them. Any Morgan O'Brien books are good for beginners. Although maybe not, because his style is quite sketchy, so it's quite hard to decipher what's going on. The next book that is the most relaxing to colour in is this Capybara Cuties book. I love capybaras, and the fact that these pages are so like small and just kind of repetitive, but not. You can just kind of pick a colour scheme, pick a couple of pencils, pick the colour of your capybaras, and away you go. It's just so much fun, such a joy to colour. I love it. It's my favourite book by this publisher. I have got a couple finished pages in here, so you're going to get a spoiler for this month. I haven't actually finished this page yet. I need to fix it because I did it in the dark. I need to stop doing it in the dark. But this is one of my project books, and I'm completing it with Jess from Colouring Bumblebee and Emma from Emma's Colouring 85 over on Instagram. So I'm excited to get a page done in this regularly and get it finished by the end of 2026, hopefully. No, 2027, I think it would be. Jess said 2 years, so I'm guessing October or September 2027 we will finish this book. Who knows? But that is definitely one of my most relaxing books to colour in. Does Capybara. Yes, and I also recommend this one to beginners as well, because it's just such a fun book to colour in. Next up is the most detailed / challenging book. Now, I haven't actually coloured in this one, but I think that it's the most detailed and challenging book in my collection, and so much so that I actually might get rid of it. Magick, Apothecary by Shel Carroll, I think. I actually don't like this book at all. The reason I got it was because it was in a bundle on Vinted, and I just picked it up because it was there. I don't like how much detail there is in these. I just don't think I would enjoy colouring this. I don't like the subject matter. Pretty much don't like anything about it, but this book might really appeal to other people. But when I was talking to a bunch of other artists, to be honest, the paper quality is really good. But when I was talking to a bunch of other artists, they said that this definitely wouldn't be their choice of pages or choice of book to pick if they were going to pick a mythographic. This page is all right, but I just don't, none of these appeal to me. I think I'm definitely going to destash this book. It's just a case of, will I be bothered to send it away is the problem, or will I just give it to charity? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Plus, the person that destashed it said that there was no marks on it whatsoever, but they have coloured in it in this bit, and I wasn't happy about that when I seen it, that it had been coloured in really messily as well. Like, I mean, no judgment. People all are at different stages in life and colour in different ways, but they didn't tell me, which made it more annoying, because if I had seen that, I probably wouldn't have bought it. I can't even remember. I don't even think the other books in the bundle were that great. It was because I wanted Tatiana, whatever her name is, I wanted her book, and it was in a bundle, so I got like 3 or 4 books for like 15 quid or something, so it was really cheap. And it's too challenging and too detailed, far too detailed for me. So this page is all right. Not really my cup of tea. I know there's loads of other mythographics. I think I need to go through a bunch of flip throughs and see what I might like. If there's any that you think that I might like based on my channel and my choices and things that you've seen me colour before, let me know. I love painting landscapes and food and characters and loads of things like that. Most unique art style. This could go for detailed and challenging as well, to be honest. But this is The Magical Christmas by Lizzie Mary Cullen. I think Lizzie Mary Cullen's artwork is very, very unique. It's very her. You know exactly, just by looking at it, that it's her work. There's no doubt about it. Yes, it is crazy. I do think that I should change my answer and say that this is my most detailed book, but yeah, like I said, you can always tell that it's her. She loves a lot of lines, a lot of detail. She doesn't leave anything up for the imagination, basically. I have a buddy colour with Amy Ward Art in here. planned. Let me just move this marker so that I can show you more pages. Yeah, this page is insane. So yeah, the style is really, really unique to her, I think. I love her style. I don't think this one is my favourite book of hers. I think this one's maybe a bit too much. Her other books, her travel series and Magical Journey and Magical City are much better. I don't have Magical Journey yet. I keep seeing it on Vinted for like £14, but I don't think I'm willing to pay £14 for it, to be honest, because it's like an old book. And I know that it's out of print now, but they're still relatively easy to get. Like, I don't think people should be selling them that much. Okay, so book that I've coloured in the most, and it's actually a tie with Small Victories and Cozy Corner. I haven't been colouring for so long, so these questions are quite hard for me to answer because like I said, I haven't been colouring for that long. So yeah, so we've got one page there, another page here. So that's 3 pages in this book so far, I believe. 4, 5, and 6. But this is definitely not my most coloured in book, I don't think, but it's my favourite out of the two because the other one, I don't like my pages in that one, and it's a cosy colouring book, so it's completely different style. But I love the way that these pages have came out, and I can't wait to colour more in this book. I'm kind of intimidated by it a little bit because I've seen people colour in this book more now, and I'm just doing basic colouring, whereas people are actually doing creative things, and I'm not very creative and it makes me sad. So I need to get past that so that I can colour more. But we'll quickly show you Cozy Corner because I think Cozy Corner wins on the amount of pages coloured. So my first colouring page I did in this was this one. And I actually had fun, and I think that you can make it look really cool. And I planned to do the rest of them like that, which was markers and then coloured pencil on top. But then I was having issues with colour palettes. I didn't know, there's too many things. I didn't know what to colour, what colour, you know, and I didn't think about it before I started colouring. So I needed to do that, and I think maybe limiting the colour palette but not too much might help me. I was going to do marker, like I said, and then go on top with coloured pencils. This is very speckly. I think it's the markers. I was told that cheap markers do this, so I think I need better markers. I've started colouring this page in with just purely coloured pencils, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is my most coloured in book with 9.5 coloured pages in it, if you can count the title pages. Yeah, Cozy Corner by Coco Weil. Then next up is book that you love but you haven't coloured in yet. So that's Mythomorphia, the English version. I absolutely love this book. I want to, like I said, finish it eventually, but I haven't coloured in it yet. I do have the octopus page planned for this month, but I had it planned for last month as well, and I'm prioritising buddies right now. So that is my most favourite loved book, but I haven't coloured in it yet. Mythomorphia by Kerby Rosanes, or Rosanes? Rosanes? Book you would save in a fire, sentimental favourite. Now, I think I had books before that I would have probably saved in a fire now, like the Mouse Guard book. I had that book and I gave it away. I had a lot of books that I would save in fires now if I didn't give them away and I wasn't so nonchalant about it. I think that if I was to do my life all over again, I would never get rid of colour books now. But I guess the one that I would save in a fire is probably this one, but then again, probably not, because you can rebuy it. But this one was sent to me and it was signed by the author, which I really appreciate. Like, this is the only book that I've ever been sent before. It's got a little like signature on it and stuff. So yeah, I think I'd save this one just because it's so sentimental to me. Book with the best paper quality. That is Magical City by Lizzie Mary Cullen. Although I could pick a few, I think that, to be honest, I haven't really coloured in a lot of my books, so I can't tell you, but the Johanna Basford paper is really good. Apparently The Maria Trolle paper is really good. What else? I love Kerby Rosanes paper, but this paper, it's not the thickest, but I can throw Inktense at this no problem and it doesn't bleed through. And it always gives me what I need. And I say that as you look at an uncolored book, because I had 2 copies of this book in my previous colouring life. I coloured a lot in it. I'll see if I can put up images of coloured pages that I've like screenshotted or something from my finished coloured pages video. This has an amazing paper. I've used lots of water with these and never had a problem. I've used watercolour pencils, I've used Inktense, I've used actual watercolour with it, and I've never ever had an issue with this paper, so I love it. It's not the thickest paper in the world, but it does hold up very well to water mediums. Favourite grayscale colouring book now? I only have one in my collection now. I used to be an avid Bennett Klein colourer, and I have reached out to him about getting some of his PDFs or pages because I gave all of his books away and now they're selling them on eBay for £250. But I only have this one, so I can't say it's my favourite. I haven't coloured in it yet. It's not the best paper, to be honest. She has so many different books here, but I think her newer ones are better quality, I think. So we'll see, but yeah, this is the only grayscale book that I have, but I'll show you pages from my Bennett Klein books because those were my favourite grayscale images. His artwork is stunning. I really wish that he continued to publish his books because they are gorgeous and glorious and I love them. But that's Fairy and Fantasy 3 Grayscale Colouring Book by Christine Cannon. Book that intimidates you. I think people will be surprised, but it's cats. I still don't know if I like this book or not, honestly. Bushka cat. That's actually trademarked by some random person now. We won't get into that, but this style is not me. It is crazy and weird and quirky. To be honest, I think that it's not my cup of tea. I feel like it's very juvenile, very childlike. I think the artist does that on purpose. I'm not saying that they are bad at drawing or whatever. More successful than me, obviously. They have a book, but I just don't like the art style. However, I bought this book because it was 50% off in my local WH Smith, so I got it for £6. And to be honest, I think some of the pages are nice. Some of them are cute. Some of them scare me. I mean, this cat is so creepy. Like, I don't know. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I'm just being honest. Like, I don't like this book. I don't like it. So it might be a D-stash, to be honest. A D-stash for a £5 or something. I like this page. But look, it's just crazy lines. Like, it's absolute, yeah, it intimidates me. I don't know where to start in this book. Although, maybe I've seen a couple of people do some stuff in this, so maybe I'll do like some sort of follow along or something, who knows, but it intimidates me. I'm scared of it. I don't know where to start. Somebody please help me. I think I just want to splash watercolour at it, maybe, and see where we go. We'll see. Next up is a book you want to finish one day, and I chose Meine, Reise, Durch, Asien, just because, I don't know. I think I can see myself colouring in every single page in this book. I really need to quit with the pressing so hard on my coloured pencils. There's so much transfer. I need to stop that. But yeah, this book is stunning and I really want to hone down on Asian colour schemes and culture. Like, I don't want to sway away from that. You know, I do want to take inspiration from Asia a lot, obviously, because it is an Asian inspired book, which I like. I don't think a lot of people have done that. I've literally only coloured that page. I'm about to colour this page this month for a body colour with Polly puts the colour on. But yeah, I I love it and I want to finish it one day. I love Rita Berman. I think this is going to be a really fun book to see completed, and I'm really excited about it. Best book for practicing techniques. Now, again, I don't have any coloured pages in this to show you, which is unfortunate because in my old Magical Jungle I used to practice with a bunch of things in this book. However, I think that, like I said, cats might be a really good book for that too. I didn't realise that folded out like that. But this is Magical Jungle. I picked it up because it was a £5 in B&M. But I did say when I first started colouring again that I would never get this book again because I didn't like most of the pages in it. There's a lot of floral work. There's barely any jungle, to be fair. But I have seen a couple of coloured pages in this book, and I think that you can do a decent job with them. But because there's so many big, massive leaves, big, wide open spaces, repeating patterns, I think that you can do a lot in this book to practice techniques with. You could even do some drawing if you wanted. You could draw some animals in the forest. You could draw some leafy details in the background, practice painting backgrounds. There's lots of things that you could do in this book to practice your techniques, and I think that it is definitely one of those books. So if you don't have it, I would pick it up purely for that purpose. It's not one of my favourite Johanna Basford books. It never has been, but it is handy for that. Most affordable but great quality book. I chose World of Flowers because I also got it for a £5, but to be honest, quite a lot of my books are affordable and good quality. Like, a lot of the times you can get books on Vinted these days for really cheap, pre-loved but never coloured in, and they are good quality. But I really like the paper in World of Flowers. It's a little bit different than the Magical Jungle paper. When was this released? 2018. Yeah, you can pick it up for pretty cheap. At least in the UK you can. I believe it's still in B&M for a £5, which is good. And even though it's just flowers, it's really good quality paper. To be honest, all of them are pretty good quality, I would say. This is one of the only pages I've finished in here. I've only finished 2. This was a Peter Hewitt tutorial. And I think that that's what I was going to do with this book, was because I wasn't sure about it, I was going to try and find a bunch of tutorials and colour-alongs with Worlds of Flowers by different artists, and see if I can learn some techniques in this book, because I'm not gonna want to colour it otherwise, I don't think, because there's too many flowers. Like, if you thought World of Flowers was too much, think about what Wildflowers is like. But yes, this is quite similar to the Magical Jungle, where I think that it's just a good book to kind of play around in, and it was cheap and cheerful, same as Magical Jungle, and this was a £5 each in B&M. Book you recommend to beginners. Now, I did recommend Capybara Cuties, but I also recommend Magical Worlds because it has a little bit more variety than Johanna's other books, like Rooms of Wonder, Magical Worlds and Worlds of Wonder, I think are good starting points for beginners, because there's so many different things. There's buildings, there's whimsical things, there's birds, you know, there's a bunch of diamonds and stuff, there's animals, there's flowers. There's a lot of variety in here that you can get creative with. You don't have to be really, really talented or creative to finish these pages. You don't have to do backgrounds, but there is room to do them if you wish on some of the pages. I just think it's an all-round decent book for beginners. It's not too intimidating. You can get in there and start colouring straight away with just pencils. You don't need anything fancy for it. I just think it's an all-round really good and fun book to get started with. I really enjoyed starting with this book again when I came back to colouring after such a long break. So I do definitely recommend Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford for a beginner. Book that sparks your creativity now. I did put Pumpkin Spice Cafe down to start with, but I haven't actually coloured in that book yet. So I want to say it's going to be this one, because when I coloured the freebie page for this, it just made me want to colour such weird colours, weird, wonderful colours, different colour palettes, and in a different style as well. Just go wild with it. It's such a beautiful book. So fun, so different, so unique. And I just have fun coming up with weird colour palettes and weird fun things to do. This is a work in progress right now. I'm really happy with the way that it's going, but I need to finish it. And that's literally the only page that I have touched in this book so far, but it's definitely going to spark my creativity in terms of palettes. Because I'm a very much brought up to be a realistic artist. I was taught that unless it looks like the thing and is the same colour of the thing in real life, then it's not good art. So we're getting through these quick because obviously I don't have too many coloured pages. Most nostalgic or childhood inspired book. I chose Secret Garden. I do have a Disney book, but I don't actually like it, so I don't want to pick that. But if I did have a decent Disney book, like that French one that Colors has, and she showed in her book, her video, I don't know what it's called, but I probably would have chose that one. But since I don't have that book, and it's about nostalgia, this is probably my most nostalgic book because it's the very first book that I got, even though it's not the actual edition that I got, because obviously I've given away my whole collection, so I don't have any of those books. But this was the book that I coloured in the most when I first started colouring in, and I can't wait to colour in it again. I forgot I even did that page there. I do have a buddy with Shelley Weaver as well over on Instagram with this book too, but I'm kind of avoiding it because I don't think that Johanna Basford is my style anymore. It's this page that I've got to colour in. I think that a lot of her work is too repetitive. It's not really anything astounding, but it's good, relaxing sort of colouring. It's relaxing, but it's not Zentangle, I think. It's almost Zentangle, I think, is what Johanna Basford's style is. It's very repetitive, but it's not like just shapes, you know? It's flowers as just shapes, basically. Like this is insane, but relaxing, you know? If you want to ever colour something like that. Again, I don't know how much I'll actually get coloured in here, but we'll see. We'll see. Book with the most variety in pages. Now, I picked two because I'm not sure. I haven't actually flipped these, but I've seen them in other people's videos. We have Maria Trolle's Universe, and I do believe that it's correct because you've got buildings, you've got people, you've got animals, you've got flowers, you've got under the water stuff, again, people, fairies and stuff. You've got mice, you've got forest scenes, you've got little tiny people in massive flower scenes. There's a lot of variety in here. I think this page is for December. Oh yeah, because I've got Moon Valley as well, so I've got that page twice. That's cool. Yeah, there's a tree house in here. There's just so many good, decent. There's a pumpkin even, you know. There's unicorns, landscape. It's a very creaky book. Yeah, there's just so much variety in this book that you can get stuck into, which is exciting. Oh. Moon Valley, yeah. I've got Moon Valley. I didn't realise that they were told that they had, I've got Luna and Moon Valley as well. And this is another reason why this has got a lot of variety in it as well, is because it's a compilation book of her books, but also has exclusive stuff in there as well. And then I also picked for most variety and pages Hannah Carlson. Basically any Hannah Carlson, any Maria Trolle. This is the only Hannah Carlson I have. Thanks to Raven Colouring Time for getting it for me from my wish list on Amazon. But again, this is another one where there's a lot of variety in it as well. And not only in detailed pages versus simple pages, but also subject to. Her art style is just mental to me, but lovely. There's animals again. There's quite similar. I think Maria Trolle and Hannah Carlson are very similar in their style and their subject matter. Animals, under the water, people, houses, buildings, whatever. You know, there's a lot of similar aspects in her books. The paper feels good. I'm excited to see what I can do with this paper and how I would colour it. But I just feel like you need a lot of creativity for Hannah Carlson that I just don't have. Next up is a seasonal favourite: spring, summer, autumn, winter. And I've went with, for spring, to be honest, I've just went with the mostly Rita Berman books. So this is the spring book. I haven't coloured in it. It's a bit dirty because I dropped it in the mud. I'm really sorry, Raven. She sent me this one as well, or she gifted this to me through my Amazon wishlist too. But this is the spring version of the book, and it has a bunch of spring-like pages in it. It's really cute. I think that, you know, it's the best book for that particular season. There are books that have multiple seasons. I think one book that I would say would be the best for multiple seasons would be Beau de Poix, because it has spring, autumn, summer, winter. It's a bit weird though, because it starts with autumn and then it goes into winter and then it goes into spring and then summer, so it's a bit strange, but it definitely has a bunch of seasons in there, so I'm really excited about that book as well, of seasons, different seasons. And then I didn't choose one. Oh yeah, I did choose one for summer. I chose Hidden Oceans for summer, actually, because I think that I haven't been colouring in summer, but I think that I'll reach for the more like underwater sort of beachy vibes more in summer, because it just reminds you of going to the beach and spending time in the water and stuff. So I chose Hidden Oceans by Rita Berman for summer. There's also Lulu Mayo, A Million Sea Creatures, that I would probably reach for a lot in summer too. And then we've got two books for Halloween/autumn. We've got The Autumn Walk by Rita Berman. Sorry, I'm really flicking through these fast because my battery is about to run out, but I shouldn't speed up because of the battery. This is the only page that I've done so far. I've obviously not finished it yet. We're getting there. But yeah, that book. And then I chose Lonely Pumpkin Has a Great Fall for the autumn season because obviously it's Halloween based. This is by Yusiku, however you say her name or his name or their name or whatever. I don't know, okay? I have no idea. But yeah, this is a book that I will probably turn to again and again throughout the autumn season. However, I probably will still pick it up during not autumn because I only managed to get one page coloured in it because I only got it at the end of October. And then obviously for winter, we chose this one. I just recently got this one as well, not that long ago. The only book that I don't have by Rita now is the summer one, I think. And her confirmation one's her reef one as well, I don't have. But this book is so cute. It's got so many winter pictures in it, and I want to colour quite a bit in this winter, I think. I just wish her books were a little bit bigger. I know she's got Hidden Earth, which is basically the season's compilation book in English, but I don't want it. I want these books to be bigger. I would buy that. I would just keep this as an artist book and then buy that one. Anyway, we actually only have 3 more questions. So we've got the most whimsical or fun book. Now you could choose any Lulu Mio for this, but I decided to choose Tatiana Bogama, Stolavo, yeah, I can never say her name, but this is Nice Little Town number 8, because it's literally the only one that I have. I have number 14 as well, I believe, but number 14 doesn't have all the little mice in it. I don't think this one has very many mice in it either, but it has a little couple of them in here. I probably would say that the Christmas one is even more whimsical than this one, but yeah, it's just weird, fun, whimsical houses basically. But definitely Lulu Mio is probably more whimsical than this, but I just thought I would shout out this because her series of books are fun and whimsical in my opinion. And then we've got the most realistic or nature inspired book that I have, and again uncolored because I am just a new colorist. I'll be excited to see what my thoughts will be the next time I do this tag. I'm probably going to do it next year again as well, just to see. But I haven't done any pages in this book either. So the last question is book that you have ignored the longest, and I would say that that's Mythomorphia because I've literally ignored it for 7 years, but I've already showed that. So this is the first book that I got by Lulu Mio when I first started colouring again back in August, and yeah, I've ignored it because I'm scared of it. But I think I have this page marked for a buddy colour with the Elm colours. I'm really excited about it. I'm also very scared. I don't know how I'm going to handle it, but I've seen a lot of people do polar bear stuff with pinks and purples. I think Elm colours is actually one of them. But yeah, I've just never picked it up because I am scared of Lulu Mio. Lulu Mio books intimidate me the most actually. I think they're so scary, but they shouldn't be. Like I said, I think I need to look at other people's finished pages more and maybe even try and emulate it a little bit more as well. So yeah. Okay, that's as many as I can fit in this frame right now. That's not even half of the books that I showed in this video today. I hope that you enjoyed my video. I know it wasn't the best sort of video for this tag because I didn't have that many finished pages, but hopefully I will in the future, and I hope that you all join me for my adventures with colouring coming up because, you know, we love that. We're new and we're excited. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.